Alright guys, this is the fourth video of Navigator. This is just to talk about the smaller stat table that we currently have for what happens after confirmation. Again, just as a recap, most of this table, all this table here, is all based off of mid-band touch up until the true confirmation point, which has happened in YM this day on this candle here. So if you were in this trade, if you had got in on any point of the mid-band touch that happened here, if you're playing these stats, to the shallow retracement or shallow 2 retracement that it did to go down to confirmation. We've recorded 3 of those stats today. It has done the mid-band shallow 1 back to the mid-band, and it also has done mid-band shallow 2 mid-band, and we have also got the mid-band to shallow 2 confirmation, because again it has passed through shallow 1 to get to shallow 2 to get to confirmation. So it only counted the mid-band shallow 2 confirmation for that day. Now, once we have a confirmation, we move on to this stat table here for now. It is pretty small. We are still working on building more stats for you to try to show you multiple ways to be watching this once we have gotten to that point. But this is also to show you what kind of how often it likes to retrace after hitting it, how often it runs straight to target 1 or target 2. Or maybe if once it goes so deep into a retrace, should you've just gotten out of the trade at that point. So out of the days we have already been looking at, if we've been looking at from start to finish, we've had 79 trading days. We've had 74 of those days that have mid-band touched. And of those 79 days, 61 of those days has gotten a 61 or I'm sorry, a mid-band to confirmation on the same side. So mid-band touch to confirmation. It's 82% probability that it's going to happen. Now we need to move on to what happens after that. Have we gotten to target? What is done? So out of those days now, so 61 days, we have had confirmation of our 79. Other days it is just hung out in the middle, done whatever, right? So now we're looking at how many days does it go straight to target? What are the probabilities of a retrace and still getting target after that? Okay, so the strongest days we get, as you can see on these, is going to be either a no mid-band retrace. So essentially, there's a stop loss, if you will, after for these two stats: no mid-band to target 1 and no mid-band to target 2. We've confirmed, so we know 31% of the days it won't retrace at all, and it goes straight to target 1 right here. As soon as it touches this band, it has already counted that. Okay. And 18% of the days, it has gone from confirmation with no retrace straight to target 2. Okay. Now, of those days, we know that 13 days, or 21% of the time, it has gone from a confirmation back to the mid-band and then gone to target 1. Okay. So you can expect usually some form of retrace. You can see it's only happened in the past 79 days. Only 4 days have we retraced after touching target 1 or touching the confirmation that it retraced to the midband and gotten to target 2 at that point. So your probabilities have dropped off pretty steep already if it already touched the midband to get to target 2, but you still have a good chance of getting to target 1. Okay. Now, if we start retracing shallow back to the mid after confirmation, we know we have a 26% chance of at least coming back to the mid again after confirmation. So confirmation, shallow, to get to the mid, it drops. By the time we get from a shallow to target 1, it's only happened 4 days of your confirmation days of 61. Okay. And then if it gets to shallow, to go from shallow to target 2, you're only down to 2% of the time, or 1 time, at least for YM in the past 79 days, of it going to target. These are all just tracking your shallow to targets right now after confirmation. Basically telling you once you've hit confirmation and you don't go straight to target, If it hits the retracement ranges as a retracement back before it hits target, pretty low chances that this is ever going to happen again. Okay, it does, but not enough to be gambling your account on. So as we go, it's not giving you a lot of information besides basically telling you after confirmation, you take your profits fast. And if it starts coming against you, you just get out of the trade. It's done for the day. We don't have stats yet as far as returning back in after hitting target one, retouching confirmation, anything else like that. We will be adding those in as we go. But this is just your small table for now to tell you that once you have successfully entered the trade and gotten a confirmation, how you should be handling it based on what it's doing. Okay. Um, that's really it for this table here. I mean, there's not much more to be able to tell you with what we have for stats right now. We'll be working on more in the near future to give you better ideas on how to handle some of your trades and to get better entries here as we go. Okay? Have a good day, guys.